my divine beings. I feel like I need to cut the air on, baby. Um, let's have a woman to woman conversation right quick. Okay. I cut that logo on. Let me set it right. Let's having a woman woman conversation when it comes to our children. Okay. Now, you're more than welcome to voice your opinion about the situation. That's cool and all. Okay. But I will come here as a woman and as a high priestess, as myself, and be who I am. Okay, this for me with you guys, it's a safe place with me being here because I don't have to go back and forth and argue with you guys about how I feel. Okay, I can only be me and how I feel by expressing that. Okay, we know that we all have our freedom of speech when it comes down to situations. Okay, and a lot of things that we experience or what we go through, we don't have to prevail on social media. But when someone feel the need to try to pressure you or try to make you feel uncomfortable because you're at your peace and things are calming down for you and changing for you for the better, someone has to go behind the scenes and try to make it their business to make you feel uncomfortable with what's going on in your position. When you in the authority of your position, let me tell you how this shit's work. God, I'm gonna tell you something before I even go through with the information that just transpired. Okay, God will make a bad situation into a good ending. Woo! I'm gonna say it one more time. God will make a bad situation be a good ending. Woo! I'm gonna tell you something. There was a lot of people thinking what just was just to go down and take place with me and my children. I have 4 kids, all boys, okay? Not kids, we talk about teenagers, okay? My kids are in care, on the way back to their mother, okay? But I have one child that felt the need to just, you know, get a little show off. You know, we always have the ones that show off to, let them still stand out as though, they the boss or they running something or what they say means something in the whole weights and values. But I'm going to tell you something. I had did so much healing within my inner self. God was already preparing me spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. That's why I said I had to heal, and I know I'm healing because any other time I probably would have broke down and cried. I probably would have broke down and start actually going off on my son like, you ain't my child. That's God honest divine truth. When you know you have healed to prepare for the war that your kid's gonna release on you, God would turn that thing into a good ending. And I'm gonna tell you why. My son, I'm playing the game, y'all. I'm having a funky good ass time. I'm kiki ha hi. Okay, I'm talking noise while I'm playing the game, y'all. I ain't played the game in up 10 years. My kids used to try to teach me how to work the controller, and I never could get it. I always want to be like, that look fun. Let's play these that bottom games, and I go home and try to play, y'all. I give up. I don't like it. I don't like it. We have a game in the living room, game in my bedroom, and a game in their bedroom and in the dining area where everybody was occupied. Everybody had a little TV. Everybody had a spot where everybody could play. And I just didn't know how to play. But say the least. During this situation, y'all, my service got kicked out. I got kicked out the game somehow, okay? And I'm playing on the phone. So I go back in the game. I'm playing with my son on the game. And my son get the roo and rah or whatever. And I guess, we us as parents, we don't think things that make our kids sensitive. But I talked about my little son arms, and I guess he got offensive. We know how that goes. But let alone he thought that it was okay to disrespect me. Okay, and the words that he used, that he said, was conversations that I had in my house. Let me let you in on the little tea, sis. Okay, this Jezebel, the third party, thought that they were going to use my kids to make me feel some type of way. Do you understand me? I guess you could feel it as like trolling me or whatnot or what have you, wanting to get underneath my skin because they need my energy right now, okay? They need my energy. They trying to get bills paid. They trying to get houses. They trying to get things that don't align with their frequency that they're on. So my shit is vibrating. I got that juicy juice. okay? And they want it, and they can't have it. And we calling our power and our energy back, okay? From what we're talking about, we're love and divine care, known and unknown. We call all it back to us, right back to me, okay? Okay, so I was talking. Now, y'all watch my video. I posted a video and I was talking about my grandfather. My grandfather loved cantaloupe. My son's like, oh yeah, shut up with your cantaloupe looking ass. And then I'm guessing, they said something about me being stank or whatnot or whatever. And they said, my kids were saying, oh, you stink. My son, not all my kids, my son said, oh, you stink. You need to do this and that. Stinking ass. You need to go to the gym and go work out. Da, da, da. Being kids. But hold on. These cold words. Okay? These words that's going on, things going on in my domain. Okay? And I said to myself, oh, so I start to shut up and listen. Oh, I shut the fuck up and start listening because after a while, I started talking a little shit. But I said, oh, you saying shit that I just transpired in my home. Hold up, wait a minute, screw. They're lining you up with the assignment now. I said, and see, I'm going to tell you something. I rejected that energy because they wanted me to call my son phone number. And I refused to call my son phone number because I know they're going to try to come for my son, Eric. Okay? And I wasn't having it. You're not going to use my child. And I'm standing on big motherfucking business. And I mean that shit. You would never, ever feel that comfortable trying to use my child to disrespect me in no motherfucking type of way. Especially when I know it don't mean my child no good. My child's soul is saved and protected. Okay? Mind, body, heart, and soul. I stay praying about mine. But you would never feel that comfortable, feel like you're going to have my child talk to me like that. Yeah. Yeah, because baby, God had me ready, and I didn't even have to prepare to get ready. Okay? Some things we got to check before a motherfucker feel like they got comfortable enough to sit in a position to let that child feel like they can do that. They can feel that type of way. But the only reason why I allow my son and accepted what he said, let me back up. Not accepted, allow him to speak in the way that he did. Because I hear that hurt. I hear it in his voice. I'm a mother. I'm a damn good mother. And my sons knew I took care of them. Okay? They know that. And anybody say anything different, we know it was quote. We know it was words that somebody else forced them to say. And if somebody took them to the side and be like, hey man, let me tell you something. I'll watch your mama take care of y'all while you're lying. The first thing first was, man, we know they told you to quote that. Because we watched you, mama, take care of you. We watched them. Y'all was smelling good, looking good. Okay? Moving forward. So, my son, I call my other son, my oldest son, I let him listen. Because see, my oldest son, they don't do that. My son know that. If any man walk up to him right now, it's yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. He got respect as long as you give me. I ain't let him know. I didn't let him, let people run them over. But I taught my kids what was supposed to be taught in this foundation, and that's your homestead. To respect your elders. Okay? And that's that. I don't want none of my kids or nobody to take an image of what somebody trying to prevail over my child like they disrespect the children. Because I know damn better. I know damn better. Yeah. And then he said, oh, mama, you can't fight, this, that, and the third. I'm not a fighter, aggressive person. But anytime my kids see me step out of line, it was about for them. And they can tell you that. I can let a bitch talk shit, excuse my French, but you can talk shit. A motherfucker talk shit about me all day long. That's birds of a feather. You flock together. But me, personally, I don't give a fuck about what you say. When it comes to my children, oh yeah, win, lose, or draw, I don't care. Fight, lose, or law, I don't give a damn. But before I get my face all fucked up, I'm gonna make you do that Mexican dance. I'm gonna make you holler. And that's big truth. And this ain't no shit talking. When you done lived enough and you done learned enough, you ain't about to go out here tipping tapping with some motherfuckers that know they out of line. Baby, we high priestess. Okay? We stand with class. Big class. Ain't nobody playing that. Okay? But don't ever feel that comfortable, boo. Oh no. And then what's so crazy about it, kept calling me. And my son was like, oh, they trolling. Nah, you ain't gonna troll with me, baby. It's a certain way to troll. Cussing me and saying shit like that is one thing I'm not gonna have. Okay? I'm not gonna tolerate that. No, hell no. Nah, I don't know about how y'all raise y'all children or whatnot. My kids ain't even in my care yet. But I would never let my kids think that they're gonna walk in my home and disrespect me, and I feel like I'm walking on eggshells in my home. I never play that. Okay? And then the nerve of them, to my person, well, Floyd, to be in the energy and say, this is what he said. He said, it's true. Bitch, look, go find your child. Go talk to yours. Because you mind your mind, and baby, this ain't shit compared to what I experienced, because you the reason why my kids got taken. Now, if my kids found out the real fucking truth was when they bitch to. They bitch to find out every fucking thing, because I'm going to tell them. As a mother as I am and as I'm supposed to. My kids will never walk around in this world on the blind side. Never. So, let the universe be the judge. Okay? I asked the divine step in and intervene on what you just did. And I call judgment on you. I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a good night. But it seemed like to me somebody miserable as hell. Somebody hurt like a motherfucker. About my little shifferoo, my little positive change, my little blessings, my little miracles. Y'all so pressed, y'all have the kids talking about shit from the past. Y'all don't even know me, love. You don't know shit about me. Anything anybody can ever say about me is about when I was what? I can't even say 30 years old. I'm going to say 20, 22, 23. Because at the age of 30, hell, I had already left Beaumont. Something that my family never did. They never left the state of Texas. I was the first one out of all the grandchildren making big moves with all 4 kids by myself. What's up? I'm breaking circles. I'm in alignment. But I would never, look, she said, I never give a weak bitch my energy. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Let me calm down. Let me calm down. I'm not addressing this woman. I'm addressing the facts. I'm addressing the lower vibration of energy. I'm exposing you for trying to control my children. That's abuse. That's fucking abuse. And you're abusing the system. The state of Texas system, because why are you contacting my children? My kids don't know y'all. My kids don't know Floyd. They don't know the third party. They don't know none of you motherfuckers. None of you. So you're breaking spiritual law. You're breaking the Texas state law. Yeah. Talk about that. Anybody got anything you want to talk now? You want to telepath communicate? I'll pause. I didn't think so. When you start speaking intelligence, motherfuckers get nervous. They get real scared. Yeah. Because see, I'm far from a dummy. Far from a dummy. I'm very wise. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, moving forward. So anytime you collectives find yourself in these type of situations, pull yourself away from it. Okay, pull yourself away from it. I'm gonna say this while I'm talking to my son on the phone. I had to end up he was calling me, and I was on the phone with his brother, his other brother, and he was like, "Oh hell nah." My son was like, "I'm gonna whoop your ass when I get home," you know, because they know you don't talk to mama like that. You know, mama play that shit. She didn't play that shit when we was with her, because they knew mama carried that belt. I sure did. I carried that motherfucker for about 2 years straight when they came with me. Okay, sometimes we gotta train our children, because my kids didn't always live with me. They lived with their daddy when they were young. But when they got maybe 6, 4, and 3, they came live with me in my household. And I had to train. Sometimes you gotta train your kids. I had to train mine. Some people don't know how to do that. Some people just let their kids go wild. That's why all these people out here killing their kids. Motherfuckers out here committing suicide. Motherfuckers out here, the kids coming up getting killed in the stores, wearing the place. People are secretly sacrificing their own fucking kids. But when you got a good mother like myself and expose shit like that and stand up and speak volumes, not just words, I'm speaking volumes, I'm speaking facts, I'm speaking truth. Okay? I'm speaking life into a situation that you try to execute, bitch. What's up? What's up? And I got the receipts to show it. What's good? What's good? I want to see all this type of energy in the courts. That's what I want to see. Fulfill that shit. Don't leave no juice in your blood, bitch. I'm about that. Take all that energy to this courthouse because you're going to need this evidence. Yeah, I pick my words real wise when I come on here. I'm very intelligent. Okay? Don't get too hurt. Don't get too scared. Don't get too nervous. I need you to keep that same energy. That same motherfucking energy. Moving forward. So in this situation, y'all, I'm talking to my son on the phone. And that's why I state in the beginning, God will turn a bad situation into a happy ending. I'm talking to my son on the phone, and my son says shit like, "Oh, I'm gonna whoop y'all ass when I come home." And they're like, "Shit, Junior, we'll jump your ass." I say, "Shit, we gonna jump your ass. You gonna jump both of y'all ass then?" And, and we just kind of laughed it off or whatnot or what have you. And I just see how God was just moving in. Everybody, I end the call because he started saying things like, "Oh yeah, I got me some." I'm like, "What? You got you some? What? God damn it, what the fuck? God damn it, hold up, you what? I don't want to hear it. God damn it, I don't want to hear it. I'm a mother now, God damn it, but then you say that shit to somebody else. I want to hear it." So I hung up the phone on him. My son said, "Oh, Mommy, you hung up the phone?" "Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What you talking about? What are you talking about?" That's boy talk. And they comfortable with their brother enough to talk like that, but I'm on the phone. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. But all respect to my kids, I end the call. That's me having respect for myself and setting boundaries with my children. You don't have to be, excuse me, this truth, spiritual birth. You don't have to actually be around your kids to set boundaries, to let them know that you're an adult and you're not going to retaliate certain things. Okay? That's the way how you set the tone for the situation instead of setting the tone for them. You set the tone for the situation. That's about being a mother and standing in that empress energy because we're healers. We're nurturers. If you know you've been praying, you know you've been seeking God for a lot of things, and God turn around and put you to the test like that. That ain't not from God. That is not from God. Baby, if y'all would have heard me say, I rebuke the devil in the name of Jesus as soon as I hung up that phone, and I did just that. But I will be a woman and give you guys the raw truth about my situation. When I tell y'all I'm going to give it to you for what it is, I'm going to give you that. If I would have let y'all in on that conversation, you would be like, girl, you don't put that on social media. Girl, that boy, yeah, But I got respect for my children, okay? I got respect for my kids. I know my kids. I'm going to say this. I prepared myself in 2004, okay, for my kids. When my rights got taken, I set my tone for myself and put strength in myself, and I started to forgive people that I knew was doing me wrong and misleading me, because I started to see people that was involved in what happened to me. I started to see them. I started to see the fact that, I'm going to tell you how God give you foresight. God started allowing me to, I'm at my sister's house. God let me see my sister on the phone with these people making a report on me, man. Do you understand me? When God say don't mess with my baby, he meant that. He will show you everything that God said, get your ass about that house. Leave them alone. Don't deal with them. Next thing I know, I was leaving. I wasn't in there a month. I was leaving. Okay? God was revealing to me who crossed me and who made those false reports on me about my children. And right now today, I talked to her a couple of months ago. Well, I can't even say a couple of months ago. Right before this situation happened, she told me, you will whoop him because he eat all the food. It wasn't the fact that he was eating the food. Okay? It wasn't nothing in that nature about what he was eating. We had plenty. We had enough to go around. The disrespect came in when I told my son, don't do this, don't do that, and you did it anyway. That's the respect. And if I gotta chastise that ass in my household, then that's what it's gonna be. And if you outside my household and you don't like it, that's your personal problem. But in my household, when I say don't touch something, that's not for you. That's not for me. Don't touch it. Okay? I admit that. That's not abuse. That's not neglect. That's not abandon. That's discipline. Because if my son walked in her house and ate something of hers and she wanted it, or her husband was in there and he had his food in there and he ate it, you would have been upset because your husband would have been upset at you. It's about respect. You have to teach that in the household. Okay? And if you don't know how to raise your children, and I'm sorry, y'all, she don't even have no kids. So she wouldn't know, but I got 4. Okay? All right, moving forward. So in the situation that I experienced with things being revealed to me about people trying to betray you, people trying to make you look a certain way, when you actually sit back and really realize these people really thought that they knew how you was handling your business, and they really did. Now you changed, now they're trying to find a way to make something fit, and it still ain't fitting. They try to make you look a certain type of way to other motherfuckers that ain't even got nothing to do with your situation. They just what they call it? A false witness. Bearing false witness. Ready, waiting. Thinking I'm going to sit here and argue and go back with my child. Like, come on now. How weak. You went to somebody's child. That's some weak punk shit. That's some desperate ass shit. That's some low vibrational ass shit. But you know, everybody got to expose themselves. Everybody got to reveal themselves, because why? It's investigation, and everybody got a way to reveal themselves of what part they played and what position they were going to do and who was in position of doing what. And when everybody get exposed, it's like, oh, it's over. But no, it's karma. It's karma. She don't have a name. She don't have a date. She don't have a time. She just got karma. That's why I be mindful. I'll be real mindful. Even in my readings, I'll be real mindful. See, when you chosen and you build from peer pressure and you build from, lies and false allegations, and you just being talked about and people don't even know what's really actually going on, that speaks a lot for yourself. I'm so proud of me. I'm so proud of me why people try to play God, try to play the victim, okay? Try to call judgment on you when they out there causing chaos, when they out there secretly plotting and planning. Baby, look. Woo, God, whatever you got for me must be real good. It gotta be, because baby, that done went to my children. That went to my children. Lord, I love my kids. I hate to say it, but I do. I love them so much, I'm smiling. Do you hear me? Baby, I done crossed my legs. Baby, I'm smiling, honey. And I still got the little butterflies in my stomach. I was more than happy little woman today. I ain't never been happy like that in a while. And that's true. And I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep that joy in my spirit. Can't nobody take that joy from me. That's mine. I enjoyed my moment today with my children. I haven't had that moment in years. In fucking years. I never been that happy in years. And my person actually tapped my energy. He said, "You happy?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Give me some." I said, "The devil is a liar." And I meant that shit. So that secret shit, that conversational shit, I've told you, you're not safe in my energy. When I said I'm exposing you, I'm exposing the fuck out of you. And I don't mind doing it. Because you're going to respect me. When I sing, y'all, it's a song that I sing. And I'm going to tell you something, this is divine truth. She said, before you step to me, clear your mind before you speak to me. Before you touch me, clean your hands. I know you've been hearing it. You've been listening to everything else. Respect me and do just that if you're going to ever announce yourself in my energy. Because one thing about it, two things for sure, if I'm excited about my children, I'm damn sure not thinking about laying on my back. That's how you know when you're dealing with a high priestess and you're dealing with a wounded child. That's a whole big fucking difference. I'm sitting here excited playing with my kids, and you think I want to lay on my back? You think I want to give up some cookies? Baby, people that really actually thought they know you gonna really know. That's the empress in the high priestess energy. Hmm. You better go and go. You better go and go. Hey, you've been warned several times, okay? Several times you've been warned. It's, you know. Thank God for joy. Thank God for it. Amen. Mm, mm, mm. They all outside. That's crazy. They make me feel like though they were ready and waiting for me to get ignorant. This the same low vibrational shit that I already have dealt with. You think somebody trying to keep some ties and some bullshit like that? That's crazy. That just reveals to me how a person would try to play with your energy, try to play in your space, just to what you call that? Just to try to drain some energy or get a little energy from that. But say the less, not the least. I'm gonna end my life here, and before I end it, I'm calling all my power back. I call my power back to me. I call my peace back to me. I call my joy back to me. I call my happiness back to me. I call my home back to me. I call my children back to me. I call my peace back to me. I call my cars back to me. I call my money back to me. I call my health back to me. And I call protection over the higher spiritual thoughts. Okay? And I place myself in my spiritual alignment. Okay? And I say this, you do not have no consent to use my vitality against me. And I call my power back. I call my energy back. Known and unknown. Ashe, ashe, ashe. And with that being said, you guys have a wonderful day.